Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? This is the main event. It's the fight of the night. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Sport in association with HD Boxing proudly present the Betfair Edge of Glory. 12 rounds of boxing in an IBF World Title Eliminator. All sponsored by Betfair, don't settle for less, in association with Scott's, Northfire, and welcome to Yorkshire. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on Sky Sports HD, and you know what it is? It's Fight Night Live! Coming to you live from the still city of Sheffield, here at the Motorpoint Arena. All the officials have been appointed by the IBF in association with the British Boxing Board of Control, and joining our General Secretary, Charlie Giles, at ringside, is the fight supervisor from Cedar Rapids, Al Meyer. Timekeeper bell from Halifax is Colin Roberts, and our 3 scoring judges from the USA, Paul Barry, from England, Steve Gray, and from Germany, Manfred Kuschler. The referee in charge of the action from beautiful Ghent in Belgium is Benny de Cruz. They're the officials. And here we go, introducing to you firstly. He's fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red trunks trimmed with white. Weighed in at 10 stone, 6 pounds, 6 ounces, a 46 fight record. 34 wins, 24 inside the scheduled distance. 8 losses, 2 draws and 2 no contests. He comes to the ring now as the former NABA light middleweight champion of the WBC Continental Americas light middleweight champion and the reigning USBA welterweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the fighting pride of Oklahoma City, USA, where he is simply known as Mr. Carson Jones. And now, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red trunks trimmed with white and black, weighing in at 10 stone, 6 pounds, 10 ounces, he is undefeated. 27 contests, 27 wins, 18 by knockout. He comes to the ring as a former undefeated British welterweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the WBA and IBF International and Intercontinental welterweight champion. But most important of all, he's the fighting pride of Sheffield, where he is known as the Special One, Kell Brook. And away we go, 12 rounds of boxing. This is the final eliminator for the World Championship in the IBF's welterweight division.
Gentlemen, you just received the last instructions. Obey my commands at all time. I want a clear and fair fight. Touch glove and good luck. Clutch glove.
And still the old-fashioned needle, which has rumbled through this intriguing build-up. America's brash, cool, and fast-improving Carson Jones playing the psychological games on Kell Brook, who's been more wound up than we've seen before. He says he's going to be spiteful. He's been entertaining us so far, but can Jones test Brook
Round 1.
harder than he has been before through his 8-year career? We're going to learn more tonight, surely, about the Sheffield style. This place is buzzing, Jim.
Tremendous atmosphere, and Kell Brook loved every second of those introductions there. But he's just going to have, as I said, as he come into the ring, a cool head is so important here. This fella will not be easily discouraged. Kell has been boxing at a level where after a few rounds people just become so frustrated they're half beaten. This fella will keep going as long as he possibly can.
The red and white of Brook with special one on the waistband. An argument over the shorts wasn't the only thing they've been arguing about in this. Jones, he stopped his last 8, but he's up in level against Brook.
Yeah, I think the big problem for Jones, he's fought men who are better than he is, good level, top level fighters, but he hasn't fought anybody like Kell Brook. He's in for some frustrating times tonight, and he's going to have to just keep focused, keep concentrated, keep him in this.
Jab to the head and body from Brook, who really can punch. We saw it at British level against Kevin McIntyre, Michael Lomax, fighters like that. Can he produce it up in class, up in levels now, Brook?
Well, you notice he hasn't done anything silly. He's trying to get his feet close, he's keeping a tight guard. He's losing the round, but he's not bothered about that. He hasn't thrown a single silly punch, a swing and hoped. So he has a plan, he knows what he's doing.
Defence from Jones. Brook accurate, utilising the ring, moving well. Right hand, just digging the shots in, maybe a little bit more than he did early on against Matthew Hatton. Might have to stop Jones.
See, I think that the Jones camp might think Brook is a little bit of a fancy Dan, but he's not. He does have power in his punches when he sets himself, and this is a good opening round from Brook. Composed,
Confident. Touch of blood to the nose of Carson Jones, who's fought up the hard way. A battler, very tough, great combination from Kell Brook, and a body shot as well inside the last 30 of a very good start this from the Sheffield Hope. 27-0 so far.
Well, when an opponent is marching straight forward with his hands up, the uppercut is the shot to let go. And Brook has done that already, and he's hurt.
It's a little cut, I think, just under the left eye of Jones, who produces his first combination of the fight. Tries to get his jab going. The crowd singing for Kell Brook. Jones looks a bit mystified.
Yeah, good. Deep breathe. Come on, all he's going to do is going to walk down to the ropes. Told you, he can only fight on ropes. Can't fight in the middle of the ring, can he?
It used to be
you
Brendan,
pop him, turn him,
now
step round.
it's
Instead of
Son,
walking back,
Dominic with the instructions, and he was bamboozling Jones in the early round.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't think Jones tried to win the opening round. I think he just marched forward. He's trying to find out, can he get close, can he get himself into position to throw punches, and he's found out already that's not so easy.
An eliminator for the IBF welterweight title held by the 37-year-old puncher Randall Bailey. This is Kell Brook, ranked 5, and Carson Jones, ranked number 3 by the New Jersey-based organisation. Brook needs to get his jab going, and the slick skills that we know he possesses. Blood to the nose of Carson Jones, that was low.
Yeah, well, Jones has shown in previous fights that he's not easily discouraged. He hangs on in there, fights, he knows he's losing. He's stuck in there to the final bell, so there is a toughness and a pride about him. He's going to have to throw a lot more punches if he wants to get a foothold tonight.
He's beaten the likes of Ricardo Williams Jr., Alan Conyers, Saeed Awali. That was a good one. Lovely uppercut, that was pretty good. And tasty from Kell Brook, though.
I mean, even this early, it looks as though Brook can land punches anytime he pleases. He's looking so relaxed, he's mobile. The concentration's good. So, Jones, the one with all the problems.
In and out of range, Kell Brook with speed and precision. Some people felt he drifted against Matthew Hatton, that he should have finished off the man from Hyde in the later rounds. Pressure on Brook to make a statement to the world welterweights. Lovely punches, getting through the guard of Jones. Doesn't know what to do with him.
Well, Brook is now at a level, if you get the upper hand and you can't force the stoppage, you do it, you don't stand back and admire your work. And we saw that little bit of spite in that attack.
Head body punches, accurate. Jones trying the naughty stuff, rough up Brook. Can't get near him at the moment. We said the performance against Rafael Jakovic last year was pretty punch perfect from Kell Brook. What will he do here? About to make that statement across the pond, so they really know his name.
Jones is trying to change the tempo a little bit, raise the heat, but Brook still concentration good, movement still good. As you see, some roughing up tactics, using the shoulder up close. Jones, he's going to have to do everything to try to get a foothold in this fight.
Good body puncher, Jones, as he tries to close the range. Back up, Brook, slow him down. Right to the body, just spun around though, lost his balance, his footing, Kell Brook.
But he is pressurising Brook at the moment. You know, he's forcing Brook to throw the punch. He's not just hanging back and allowing him to do as he pleases. So this is a good effort from Jones. Lost a round, but a decent effort.
Yeah? Use your jab, step round, right and left up bum, and this nice and relaxed with him. Yeah, don't let him work with your body. Yeah? It's all about the first 6 rounds, that's what it's all about, yeah? Listen to me, deep breathe, come on. Keep doing that jab, don't take no shots.
Working, a bit more pressure from Carson Jones though towards the end of the second.
Yeah, a good effort from Jones in that round. Not much success, but a good effort.
Abel Sanchez, his excellent trainer, was telling Carson Jones in the break there, you can't let him tee off on you. Brook with 18 knockouts in those 27 victories, but Jones can punch to 24 knockouts in 34 wins. His sun emblazed on the waistband of those red shorts, the red and white with special one of Kell Brook.
You see, Jones isn't being allowed to set himself up for the punches, so there's no real power in the shots. He's now beginning through frustration to kind of swing and hope a little bit. I think he's now realising how that's the dirty stuff in the head as well. I mean, that could actually be a point off. I know it's early in the fight, but that could actually be a point off. That was the shoulder followed by the forehead.
There will the referee be keeping an eye on that. Benny de Cruz from Belgium, inexperienced ref. 3 judges at ringside from Britain, Germany and America.
Well, Jones doing the right thing, you know, just trying to get himself close, not swinging home, but he just doesn't realise how quick Brook is. Terrific stuff from Brook.
Lovely right hand from Kell Brook. Tends to put combinations together and then almost play with his opponents like a cat and mouse. Will he just drive punches home harder tonight to try and force the stoppage? Or does he still, Jim, need to be very careful?
At this stage, yes. I mean, the fans are loving this. This is terrific stuff from a great performance. A big effort from Jones. He's making this exciting, so Brook just wants to keep doing as he's doing. This is fine.
Jabs into that tight midriff of Carson Jones, who's been training up in the Big Bear Mountains at altitude. But he probably hasn't seen anyone quite like Kell Brook. Again, dazzling speed and angles from the Sheffield welterweight, hoping to rock the world.
Now this is good stuff from Brook. Whenever he decides to go to work, it's quality punches that he's throwing. He's just pulling his chin out of harm's way there. A good shot, caught around the back of the head, but he's complaining about it.
Shown out there, Jones. Right hand, here comes Kell Brook. Crowd really rallying. 15 seconds left in the third. Uppercut back from Jones.
Yeah, I think Jones suckered him in a little bit onto that uppercut. He was hurt by the punch, but he fully recovered and he just suckered him right in.
They're the tricks from the American, but still Brook boxing well.
You can't win a decision here, but you're going to have to work. It cannot be that way.
Abel Sanchez telling him he's got to start winning some rounds, Carson Jones. Sanchez also looks after Gennady Golovkin.
Yeah, he was hurt with the right hand. I think he recovered straight away, and maybe just suckered Brook in and got that uppercut of his own off. When he comes, his defence is a little bit open, but terrific performance so far from Brook.
concentration and delivering the shots with speed and accuracy, Kell Brook. Sheffield happy at the moment, but Oklahoma City, that's where Carson Jones is from, and all the money that's been piled on him to pull off the upset. Right hand from Brook. Jones knows the win for him will throw him right back into the mix. He had that from Josecito Lopez the other day when he beat Victor Ortiz. The welterweight division wide open, and some really good names and paydays ahead.
But Jones just can't get set to deliver any power in his punches. The constant movement of Brook, terrific little body shot there from Jones, good shot.
Was good. We haven't really seen Brook backed up under sustained pressure through his career. Good body shot again from Carson Jones. Nice little spell from the American.
I'm surprised his corner haven't told him to try the body, because he's been no success whatsoever with head punches. So body shots maybe work for him. He's landed a couple already here.
Just backing it up ever so slightly, Jones, using physical strength.
Yeah, and these are more kind of fending off punches from Brook at the moment. They're not the sharp stuff we've seen in previous rounds. That's better. We don't want little fend off jabs, we want snap and power. That's better again.
Just getting closer though, Jones. Getting forward. Good shot though from Brook. Does that so well, doesn't he? On the move and countering.
But you know, we're seeing a terrific effort from the American. This is making this really a terrific spectacle. Full credit to him. He's having to eat the punches as he comes forward, but not discouraged.
Yep, exciting action. Brook with the better punches. Volume coming from Jones though. Nice body shot again.
Yeah, and Brook actually grabbing hold there of the arms. So I think he's for the first time in his career, maybe he's feeling that he's under pressure. Holding, grabbing the top of the head there. Yep, we're seeing a little bit of discomfort in Kell Brook's boxing at the moment. Still producing the better punches, but slight signs of discomfort.
Isn't this what you wanted to see, Jim? A test.
Another box tick, that's what we want to see. A terrific stuff there from him.
Yeah, lovely work from Brook. Having been under pressure, comes back with a neat combination. Jones smiles, he's enjoying this now.
Listen, honestly, all right. First 6 rounds, 8 rounds, he's going to be dangerous. You're saying you've won every single round. Just fast.
He's talking about the first 6 rounds, isn't he, a lot, Dominic Ingle?
Yeah, well, shows he expects this to go a few rounds. I think he knows he's up in class tonight, and this fellow is not easily discouraged. He's proved that in the past. A huge effort again from the American, but the quality still coming from Brook.
This is the 125th round of Kell Brook's professional career. He's not lost many at all. And the 242nd for Carson Jones, who has been beaten 8 times. He's been stopped a couple of times as well, but he is vastly improved from those days. Trains better, lives better, and is educated better on the strategy of boxing in his Big Bear community where he works.
I just think he's shocked how difficult it is to catch Brook. I bet he's never been in with an opponent that he simply cannot catch with clean punches. This is good stuff again from Brook.
Left hook to the body from Kell Brook. Taste of your own medicine, maybe, Mr. Jones. Still, he piles his way forward. He fought Alfonso Gomez. He kept doing that round after round. He takes his lumps and bumps, doesn't he, Carson Jones?
Well, that's what I keep saying about him, Adam. He's not easily discouraged. He expects this business to be tough. It's been tough all through his career. He hasn't been mollycoddled, wrapped up in cotton wool. He was match tough throughout his career. So he's used to this.
Plenty of ex-fighters always tell me, Jim, that you need a sort of gut check, a fight before you go for a world title shot. Is this the sort of one that Kell's getting now?
This is exactly what he needs, because everything he has done, he's done at his own pace. As I say, probably in second gear, a lovely right hand. He's picking some beautiful punches, but
on the back foot, poking out that jab. He's box orthodox all the way through so far, Kell Brook. Turned southpaw against Matthew Hatton, didn't have as much success when he did that lovely uppercut. That's the shot against the marauding come-forward man. Jones tries one back and a right hand. Cracking stuff.
well, Jones is tremendously strong. So the only worry I can see is that, you know, the last third of the fight, if he's still in there and the pace is slowing up, but these punches, I don't see him being there. Just keeps landing these shots from Brook.
Terrific. Beautiful shots. Oh, Jones is hurt badly. He wades forward, showing a good chin. But for the first time, there's the evidence that the power could force the stoppage for Kell Brook.
Yeah, and that was a world-class burst of punching there. That was terrific. He was going for it. He saw the chance didn't come, so he's backed off again. Yet suddenly we can see Brook getting him out of there.
The foot went down on the pedal, and Kell Brook beautifully went to work. And that was a real world-class end to the round. Let's get straight to Ed with Spencer and Darren.
Well, Spencer, Jones keeps coming.
Yeah, he certainly does. I mean, punch-perfect performance so far from Kell Brook. Really working so well, and Jones just struggling to pin him down, but certainly looking interesting.
Well, Darren, Kelly's under a lot of mental pressure, isn't he? He knows it's 12 rounds, this guy's durable.
Yeah, but, you know, at this level, you just can't walk forward like that and just not throw nothing. You know, he's walking forward, getting himself in good positions and not letting his hands go. You know, it's absolutely punch perfect, like Spencer said, from Kell. And I'll just keep, you know, it's just going to carry on going this way, I think.
Do you think that maybe Brook can stop Jones?
I think so, late. He looked a bit shaky in that last round. I think if he puts on the pressure, Kell, it'll be a stoppage.
What about you, Spencer?
Yeah, I think that he's boxing perfectly in the moment, Brook, and he's picking the shot so well, and you think that he could go for a late stoppage here.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, thanks, guys. While that was going on, a bit of activity in the red corner of Carson Jones. Lots of talking from the assistants. The referee went to have a look. Not sure what it was all about.
Well, I think the confidence he brought over here with him, there's been a big dent put in that in the fifth round. That was a tremendous round. Brook really did some damage there.
I think Jones has been surprised by the slick moves and the variety that Brook's brought, and that right hand just keeps crashing into the side of the Jones face.
And you have to remember, English fighters are brought up in finding a way not to get hit cleanly under any circumstances. It's inbred in all of the fighters. I mean, you get a fighter who can do that and also deliver the power and the technique, then you've got the full article, and that's what Brook's beginning to look like.
Is that why they all end up without marks on their face, like Mr. Nelson in the studio?
Exactly, as good looking, not all as good looking as Johnny, but you know what I mean.
Brook just adapting his own variant of the Ingalls style though as well. Right hand, straight down the pipe. Oh, Jones under pressure again. Here we go, Kell Brook rattling the combinations in the sixth round. Jones has got to dig deep here, or he's going to be taken out, and he does. Back with an uppercut.
This guy is tough. Brook has been boxing at a level where those punches finish the fight. They haven't finished it here. If this does drag on to the last 3 or 4 rounds, it could really get tough. But I honestly don't see it happening. This is terrific stuff. Switch to southpaw, Brook.
Yep, did momentarily. Turn that side, and a right hand from Jones. Just wants to walk through walls here. Steely, determined effort from the American, who doesn't want his dream ended here in Sheffield.
Finding the target for the first time, landing with head punches.
And turning this into a war for the first time in Brook's career. He's got to suck it up as well.
For the first time in Brook's career, someone has taken his best and come back at him again. This is a real test for him.
We thought we'd find out more, and now we begin to.
Well, Jones needed to make some sort of impression at this stage in the fight, and he's done it here. He's getting success. He's in the fight now. He wasn't in the fight for the previous 5. He's in it now.
Trying to work the body of Brook. He's not been as accurate in the second half of this 6th round. Take loose on the left glove, and now Kell Brook has got to just dig slightly deeper. Jones is going to ask him how much he wants this.
This is a good round for Jones. Landing a lot of punches. That was a close round.
Exactly what you thought, right? Exactly what you thought already. Now, twice. Okay, he's pushing his head down too, right? Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, Carson, the left hand has to finish. You see how you're picking him up with left hand? Work it overtime.
Well, he's thrown and landed far more. The success rate all there for Kell Brook. The rounds surely as well on the judges' scorecards, but this is turning into a fascinating stage in the fight.
It's competitive now. There's 2 guys in this fight. I mean, Brook was having it all his own way for the first 4 or 5 rounds or so. Suddenly, a little switch in the plot. He's been forced to take head punches, body shots, produces, you know, punches here that have been stopping previous opponents. Then suddenly he finds himself on the defensive, taking shots, and actually having to fight for his future.
Round 7.
Kell Brook, who beat Lovemore and Do on points, Rafal Jakovic, Luis Galaza over on the Froch Ward card, Matthew Hatton. And this test, step up again to Carson Jones. The odds at the beginning of the fight very wide for Kell Brook. This Jones doesn't care about that. One little jot.
Well, we always knew he wouldn't be easily discouraged. He would fight to the last. As long as this fight lasted, he'd be throwing his best. And he's making an impression now.
Brook trying to get the jab back out. Left hand from Jones. Got to fight hard here, hasn't he, Kell Brook?
He's got to get his confidence back in his boxing. That was a good shot there from Brook. He's got to throw the jab now, not the fending off punches I was talking about. Step forward with the shots, that's good. When he gets the punches off, they've got to be solid punches that will stop this fella in his tracks, not just little flicks.
Brook has been down in his career, but has shown no signs ever of crumbling or falling apart. But then, he's not met anyone quite like Carson Jones. Blue-collar fighter.
Well, we use the phrase different levels. Well, that's what we're looking at here. He's boxing at a different level tonight.
He's got the classy moves, he's got the skills. He's showing the heart. Has he got the mettle?
Does he live the life between fights, Kell? Because in fights like this, that is so important. We can see, looking at him, he's in terrific condition. But does he live the life of an athlete? I'm not saying he doesn't, but it's in fights like this. If you don't, this is where it shows up.
Body shots from Jones. Back comes Brook.
This is good stuff from Jones. He's pouring it on.
Just clipping the chin. Brook says, come on.
But this is Jones' kind of fight. This is what we don't need from Brook. We need the cool head, we need the skill, the reflexes. This is not a good round for him.
Yeah, maybe Brook will try the macho. Might not be the right tactics.
No, but this guy has done this so often throughout his career. He's had to do it to survive. As I said, it's been a hard road to get here for Carson Jones, and he's proving a good shots there from Brook.
Good shots, but slightly tired shots as well.
And a little bit late in the round, I'm afraid.
It's better from Brook with the right hand. Oh, but he just tumbles over, off balance. Leather not flowing as well as it did for Kell Brook. This is getting interesting.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, big deep breath. All he's doing is just working his arms, Carl. Just pop him, shoulders together, don't let him come in, just encourage encouraging him to throw it, and that's all he's doing. He's got nothing to lose. Just deep breathe. Wet towel, please. Carl, got some ice water in that tub there. Give me some ice water. Give me some ice water. Yeah, hold that. Give me that. Just give me.
What's going on here? I mean, why wasn't that ready for him? What do you read into Brook's body language?
There's panic in the corner. He's in a situation he hasn't been in before. They're trying to revive him. They know that is not the Kell Brook that they're used to seeing out there in that round. So they know there's panic in this corner. They know the man doesn't have the strength that they normally see him having at this stage of the fight.
Well, we said he's entering a new realm now, Kell Brook. He's entering probably the most important section of a fight he's ever had. Number 28 in a career that began in 2004. Will Carson Jones keep pressing?
I think Brook has to take the initiative. Stay off the ropes, get the punches off in the centre of the ring, give himself room to move after he's got the punches off. I mean, this is a terrific fight. The crowd are loving it, so we don't need any more heroics than we're already getting.
Crowd are engrossed. They were singing. Now they're just quieter, waiting for the next meaty shot to land, and it's Brook who starts the 8th better.
See, this is good when he works in the centre of the ring. When he's got his punches off, he's got room to move back. There's a little escape routes for him. Doesn't want to be backed up to the ropes, bullied and manhandled.
It's amazing to think that Carson Jones is the younger fighter. He looks so much more experienced and physically very tough.
Well, he has more experience the places he's been. I mean, let's be honest, he's been places that Kell hasn't been. And we'll see a good shot again from Jones. Brook cannot keep him off. Is that a nosebleed?
Yeah, blood from the nose of Kell Brook, and that's bad. It's flowing quite profusely there from the nose of Brook. That's going to affect his breathing, and he now has a big question to answer, Kell Brook.
The reflexes are going at him. He's taken full-blooded shots to the head. We don't see that from him.
Concerned looks on the face of Eddie Hearn, promoter Dominic Ingle in the corner. This is Kell Brook as we haven't seen him before.
Well, we said, Adam, there were boxes still to be ticked. Well, he is ticking the box at the moment, but there's a little feeling that things could go wrong tonight.
Can he fight his way out of this little haze, this almost treacle that Carson Jones is putting him in with sustained and persistent pressure? Nothing fancy, it's velocity and quantity.
But the last round, I said he's in the fight. He's actually trying to get into the driving seat now. Terrific performance, terrific effort from Carson Jones. He wants
for Jones, big shots. Whoa, Brook in trouble. Is there a cut to the eye? The nose is bad. And Carson Jones now whips in the hooks. This is what he has done before, and Brook fires back. Oh, lovely work. Crowd on their feet here in Sheffield. What an end to the round. Brook nods at Jones, but that was the hardest, toughest and worst round of his career.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen, you're that kid's best round. Do you understand? He headbutted you in the fucking face and bust your nose.
Excuse the language,
just a bit of
but
blood.
you can see emotions running extremely high in that blue corner.
Deep breathe, deep breathe.
Kell is not used to this. He's never been here before.
There we go.
You saw the body language of this guy at the end of the round. Terrific round. Damaging punches landed by Carson Jones in that round. Punches that were rolling Kell Brook's head back. We have never seen this before. He's never had to cope with the pressure. It's always been a great effort all the way through from Jones. Now it's paying off for him.
What a terrific round of action. Just looking down at Carson Jones's record. Stopped Alan Conyers in 9. He did Saeed Ouali in 7. Middle to late rounds. This is what he loves.
Yeah, this is a man who's prepared to come through the pain to get a result. And reflexes, skill and fancy Dan is no good at this stage in a fight. It's just true grit, and I don't doubt Kell's got that, but he's just not used to having to show it.
12 minutes to go in this enthralling 12-rounder between Kell Brook with the bloodstained shorts now over that special one. Is he going to live up to that nickname and get through this? Carson Jones just plodding there. And Brook back to his boxing. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, but we've put him under pressure, Adam. Everyone's put him under pressure to look good and be dramatic. Maybe this is the result of that. Maybe with his aggression, maybe he's used up steam that hasn't usually used up, and he's having to dig deep stamina-wise. This is what we asked for. Well, we've got it.
Having to dig very deep, Kell Brook. Still moving well, legs look strong. Jones hasn't got many ideas, but he just keeps coming.
Yeah, but the things that weren't working earlier on are now working, so the problems lie with Kell Brook. Jones is not doing anything different, he's doing exactly the same things, but he's getting home now with punches, making a big impression.
Jab from Carson Jones.
There's no real quality in Brook's work here. These are defending punches again, just trying to keep himself out of harm's way. He's struggling here.
Back to southpaw, trying something different, Kell Brook. This is becoming the gut check that we wanted. The crowd nervous, but loving the action. Sweet signs there from Brook.
See, it's just not the same quality. Brook may still be landing the more punches in this round, just making it on what rate and the volume, but there's no real quality. Jones is not in the slightest bother.
Body shot there as well from Carson Jones, and one to the nose, which is so bloody again, of Kell Brook. Really being backed up now. Has he got the power and strength to keep Jones off for another 3 and a bit rounds?
Jones is looking the boss again, isn't he?
Crisis time for Kell Brook.
Jones is throwing him against the ropes there, showing he's physically stronger as well.
Jones looks fresh, Brook looks exhausted. Over to Ed and the guys.
Well, Spencer Oliver and Darren Barker, is Kell in trouble here?
Well, Ed, we said that he needed a test, and he's certainly getting it here, isn't he? Carson Jones really picked it up in the second half of this contest, and Brook's not looking comfortably in there. I think he's certainly got a broken nose, and he's been taken into deep water.
It's a real gut check, isn't it, Darren?
Yeah, definitely, like Spencer said, but that's definitely a broken nose, the amount is bleeding, and when you get in these later rounds and you're struggling to breathe, it makes life, even harder. So, you just got to try and find his second win now and really, try and hold the centre a bit more and let the punches go.
How are you scoring it?
I think, Kell's still ahead, and I think he's done enough in the early rounds to nick this if it does carry on like this, but, it's a real test. It's probably, a good test.
Thank you.
Yes, he may well be 1 or 2 ahead. Jim's got it 97, 95. He won the early rounds, no doubt about that, but Jones improving session by session.
Yeah, but Kell is landing punches in these rounds that Jones has really come back at him, but they're not quality. I think Jones is impressing the judges.
Jimmy came out of his corner there, Kell Brook, looking lost, looking in a bit of a haze.
Now, yeah, I see I have him 2 points up, but the ominous thing for me is that I've given Jones the last 2 rounds for the better work, the more impressive stuff.
Remember the gown that he came in with, Carson Jones. Don't rob me to the judges. He might want to finish this inside the distance if he can.
Do you know what Brook needs here, certainly on Mascot Car, is a little round where he nicks it, he steals it without getting involved.
Oh, good right hand from Kell Brook, and again! Still delivering powerful shots deep into the fight. And he does want to make that statement, Jim.
Well, that's a real show of character we're seeing here from Kell Brook. This is terrific stuff. Jones has moved back without being pushed back, so he's hurt by the punches, shocked by the punches. Great what turnaround from Kell Brook.
A cacophony of noise there. They were driving the punches home almost for Kell Brook, the crowd. But Jones has sucked it up, and here he comes again. Can't punch himself out, can he, Brook?
Well, I was just about to say, nick around, steal it without getting too much involved. He's done enough already to win the round here. So maybe just come off the gas. Use plenty of movement, long punches, do not get involved. He's done an awful lot of good work in this round, don't spoil it. Jones is beginning to look tired as well, not the same intensity in his attacks.
It's a big arena, but it is warm in here, and it has been grueling for a real pace. Another good battle on this big night of boxing in Sheffield.
And Kell has produced what's required in this round for me. He's under pressure here, but he's had a good round.
Right hand from Brook, but a tired-looking one. Last 30 seconds of the 10th. Here comes Jones again. It's toe-to-toe and thrilling.
Again, what a tremendous effort, Carson Jones. No wonder he came here with confidence. He knows what he's capable of.
Right hand from Jones. Brook taking a few more now. Trapped on the ropes. Back he comes, proving a chin, proving stubbornness, proving resistance, but boy, he looks tired.
Towel. Yeah, water over the head. Give it a bucket. Sit down. Shoot up and get out of the way. Water here. Cold water side.
Well, he probably won that round, but what's it taken out of him?
I think he did enough in the first 2.5 minutes to win it. I mean, tremendous punching. It actually hurt. Jones pushed him onto the ropes, took control, but just the sheer toughness, determination and desire that this man has brought over to Sheffield with him, got him back into the fight and he turned things around, but not enough to salvage the round. So Jones, he's in a comfort position. I mean, even Jones, that was a terrific round from Jones. He showed us what he's made of there, because that was so tough for him. We're asking him to do things tonight he's never had to do before, and he's really responding.
They're firing up Carson Jones, Tony Bellew, Ryan Rhodes, all trying to drive Kell on, who comes out again from a southpaw stance. Last 6 minutes, can he survive Brook? Can he deliver power punches again? It's the last minute of these rounds that he's starting to struggle, Jim.
Well, I was worried earlier on in the fight, if this reached the last 3 rounds, it could be really tough for Brook. But at that time, I didn't think we were going to get that far. I thought he would have had Jones out of there, but this man is remarkably tough, and I've never seen such determination.
There's been a couple of times in the fight where it looked as though Brook might force the stoppage back in the 5th, and even as recently as the last round. But stubborn and strong and so determined, Carson Jones. You know, some visitors come here just to put up a good show. He's come to win. He's come for his career.
From the first interview I saw of Carson Jones, I believed that he believed he was going to win this. I didn't think he was capable of it, but I was convinced that he believed it, and he's brought that belief over with him. What a tremendous effort in every single round.
I second that. Brook trying to get his boxing back together. Remember, he was befuddling and confusing Carson Jones early. Still some strength in the legs, despite the breathing problems through the nose.
And Jones not really getting close so far in this round. We're halfway through the round. So Brook has not used up too much energy, hasn't emptied the tank in the first half. So hopefully he can stay the pace better in this round.
Bloodied red shorts, the pair of them, and red boots. The tattoo on the back of Carson Jones, who's just flailing away, hurling in the hooks to the body.
Well, Brook is stealing this round. This is what I suggested he should have done in the previous. Just steal around with little popping punches, don't get involved. I wanted him to do it in the previous round, but he did better. But this is sensible. The fans are loving it. He's got nothing else to prove. This has been a fantastic spectacle.
And it's clever from Brook.
Yeah, this round is putting it beyond Carson Jones points-wise on my card, but he's still dangerous, and we know what he's going to give it in the last round. But this has been clever stuff from Jones, from Brook. Just did not get involved.
Good right hand there, and again from Kell Brook. They both must be so desperately tired. But the punches are still flowing, the leather flying. What an effort from both men. Again, Jim, we saw it with Rhys Matthews. We're seeing it here.
This is fantastic. Like, Kell Brook is finding out what the pro game is all about. He's finding that out tonight. Look at the legs as he goes back. He's so weary.
This is in there. This is in there. One more round. Water. Right. Yeah. Right. One more. Close your eyes.
What's going to happen after this? Who knows? But last round, you don't win. You know what happens? Right there.
3 minutes to change your life, pal.
Punches thrown.
Drink water.
1,000 there. Landed well, Brook the class here. And we believe ahead on the judges' cards. You never know, you've got him 4 up.
Yep, I thought he nicked that round. He's put it beyond Jones on my card. Don't know if the judges agree with that, but it's been a terrific performance. Listen to the crowd.
Everyone on their feet. It's been a thoroughly engaging spectacle. Carson Jones is going to give it everything for these last 3 minutes. And the question is, will Kell Brook hang on to that unbeaten record and advance towards title shot? Good work from Brook. Late on, back shows up in his own corner.
I think Jones was hurt by that shot, but his recovery is in such great shape. He recovers immediately from the punches.
Still, Brook calls him in, as if to say, you know what? I might be able to force the stoppage even this late. Huge guts tonight shown from Brook. Leaning on him, trying to sap the energy. Carson Jones.
Just will not stop coming forward, Jones. Calling him on a little bit of macho stuff. He can maybe afford that now. I think he's shown us that he can take the best that Jones has to offer. What a terrific battle this has been.
And that's what it has been for the last 4 or 5 rounds. A battle. Raw, savage, right hand from Jones. But Brook wants it. He wants to engage. 1.5 minutes to go.
With a little bit of nastiness again from Jones. I think maybe he knows he's behind. He knows he needs the knockout. He's going for it.
Incredible effort from Carson Jones.
Oh, big left hook from Jones.
And body shots as well. A long way from home. The man from the States has given it his all. Kell Brook answering questions. Oh, good shot again from Brook there. Wonderful stuff, Jim.
Well, any questions we had, is Brook tough enough for this business? He's answered them tonight. Right to the last minute here. Jones still pouring it on, doing the better work in the last round here. Throwing everything he has left at Kell Brook.
30 seconds left. Kell Brook, oh, he's caught by a right hand. Jones hurt him there. And an uppercut. Oh, Brook in bad trouble.
His defences have deserted him.
Jones still has the strength, but time is running out. Just over 10 seconds to go in what's been an enthralling war. And Kell Brook has a respite, and that has helped him. The bell's going to come any second. We wanted a gut check. Kell Brook may have wanted a gut check, We just got it. What a fight. Brook probably wins. Jones asks the questions. What about that?
No, that was tremendous. We wanted a fantastic performance from Kell Brook tonight. We got it, but not exactly the one we thought we would get. We thought we would see dazzling boxing. We thought totally dominate a man for half of the fight and maybe have a finish late on in the fight. It was nothing like the fight that we expected, but I'm glad we got it because all the questions have been answered by Kell Brook. Is he tough enough for this business? No question. Can he take the big punches? Yes. Can he tough it out when he has to tough it out? We know how talented he is. He's proved that already. Well, I think all the boxes have been ticked. I mean, at the start of the fight, he loved the introductions. We thought maybe he was a little bit overconfident, but the way he got off to a flying start, you couldn't blame him for being confident. Carson Jones could not make head nor tail of him, couldn't get close enough to land a decent punch, but kept showing the determination. We knew he was a class act, but he was just being outclassed a little bit by the movement and the polish that we always see from Kell Brook. Up to round 5, I'd given Brook every round. Beautiful punches like this, all the classy stuff. Round 6 was the first real close round of the fight. I couldn't separate them. The first half, Jones was winning. Brook was winning. Jones come back, and from that point on, what a tough battle it was for Kell Brook. But the class didn't desert him. His desire didn't desert him, and he proved all the qualities that you need to be a champion to keep going. At this point, Jones knew he needed the knockout. He was throwing everything he had at Brook. Brook had some shaky moments, some moments when his defences were scattered, but he was always able to come back with little shots to get himself back into the driving seat. The 11th round was smart. The 12th round, really our hearts were in our mouths here, because at times you look one punch away from the knockdown that can make such a difference in these fights. But what a terrific 12-rounder we've just witnessed.
Look at the punches thrown, and the effort between the pair of them was phenomenal through 12 utterly absorbing rounds of boxing. Brook with the classier work, no question about that, but the sustained attacks from Carson Jones, all in the hands of 3 judges, Paul Barry, Steve Gray and Manfred Kuschler. Has Brook kept his unbeaten record? We think so. He'll hope so.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed an amazing contest, and the winner will challenge for the world title. The judges' scorecards read: Manfred Kuschler scored 114.
A draw.
Scoring the fight a draw. The 2 remaining judges, Steve Gray and Paul Barry, have scored this contest 116, 113, 115, 113. And the winner, who will challenge for the coveted world title, comes from the Steel City of Sheffield. It's Kell Brook.
And lovely to see the respect between the pair after the needle in the build-up. They shared 12 rounds of brutal action, and they delivered a great fight. Kell Brook remains unbeaten to the delight of the Sheffield crowd. He's now 28, and but boy was he tested.
Oh, Maya.